So, to complete 600 pages in 30 days, I'm going to have to do 20 pages every single day. I've got to do what I've got to do to make this work, or at least work the best that I can. So, everybody, how am I going to do this? I don't know. So, I watched what they did. I watched, ways that if they completed full pictures, if they did sketches, if they did gestures, if they used paint, if they, I watched all of that, and I tried to, get a sense of how they moved through. And they did things like, and I've watched quite a few how to fill a sketchbook, because I've always wanted to fill a sketchbook. I've just never done it. I've always wanted to fill a sketchbook. I've just never done it. And so I've watched a lot of videos on what you can put in there and what you can do and all of that. Now, Holly did say in the actual video that with this challenge, she doesn't intend for people to fill it up by taping things in like tickets and those kinds of things. So I'm going to avoid doing that as much as possible, even though in the written rules it doesn't specify that, but in the video itself she does. So I'm going to try to do things like taking my watercolor palette and making charts to see what blends well together and what colors come out of it. That can count as a page. And it's something that's important. Same thing with my markers. I'm going to do something like that. That's the plan. Color pencils. I'm going to chart out a bunch of stuff because it's good to have reference on those. And I've never taken the time to do it, and I feel like it'll be beneficial, and it counts, and it's something that will help, and not something that I have to think about too much, but will, help me in the end. I don't know if these sketchbooks will be able to hold up to markers or paint. If there's too much bleed through, then I might have to get a fourth one. I don't know. I don't really want to only use pencils and ink because I need ways to fill the page. And so, yeah. That's another reason I wanted to grab some that had extra pages, because if some do bleed through, then I'll have those extra pages. If too many do, then I'll have to fork out another $10 and buy another one. That's all I'm going to do. I am planning on, in this challenge, trying a bunch of new stuff that I've always wanted to try, but I've never let myself do it, for whatever reason. So, I plan on experimenting a lot, and I plan on, what I think I want to do is work from a lot of references, things that I wouldn't normally do. These aren't going to be sold, these aren't going to be, used for any purpose, so I think I'm just going to go to Pinterest, go to Google, and search out a lot of things that I wouldn't normally try and give them a try. I think I'm going to maybe print like a thumbnail size and like tape it in the corner here, and that way I have it, I can see, I can see it clearly without having to go to my phone or my computer. That way I can work on the go, and then I can do whatever I want here. Some things that I've thought of is taping an envelope in here, one that has the brads. That way I can open and close it, and then putting images in there that have drawn my attention, images that I want to use or think that I might want to use at some point, and then taking them out, gluing them to the page, taping them to the page, and then having that for reference. Actually, why don't I print it out on sticker paper? I've got a bunch of sticker paper, duh, and then I can just stick it on there. So I need to load my printer with some sticker paper, and I've got to be at my mom's here in about a couple of hours because I've got a baby shower to go to. So for those couple of hours, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to use my time wisely, because I feel like if I do the prep work ahead of time, then it will help me in the end. I think I'm going to print a bunch of things up, cut them up, put them in an envelope, glue them in. That way I have them for reference. I have ideas. I may print off a bunch of words to give me ideas as well. Just some kind of prompt, just so I don't have to think about it. Because if I'm doing 20 pages a day, that's going to be, I'm not going to be able to think very much. So, yeah. So, I think I'm going to do that. I do want to work on some anime stuff because I've always loved that style, but it's never been me. I've never been able to really focus on it and give it a try. I want to work on some fashion stuff because I really want to start creating unique characters. I'm not one of those people that can see something in my mind and do it. I never have been. I've always had to have a reference. I just always do. So in this challenge, I really want to work on trying to create some unique characters and those kinds of things, because it's a talent that I want to have, and the only way that I'm gonna have it is if I practice. I hope you guys decide to join me in this slam challenge. Even if you don't complete 600 pages, any amount of practice is awesome, and trying new things will be awesome and beneficial, and I really do see the value in it. And I'm glad that Holly and Bailey, put their videos out there and have given me the courage to try this, because I would have never thought of this on my own. Nope. I haven't even finished a sketchbook. But for now, I'm going to get on Pinterest, get on Google, look at some gesture websites, pose websites, all that good stuff, and start getting some ideas to put together to put in this. So, yeah. So, I'm on my Pinterest page. We're going to go start a new board. I don't like using Pinterest on the computer. I really like using it on my phone better. I don't know, it just seems easier. But we're going to create a new board, and we're going to call this Sketchbook Slam. Shit. Stuff. How about ideas? That sounds better. I'm not going to worry about keeping it secret. I'm going to create it. Alright, Sketchbook Slam ideas. Your pens will live here. Why, yes, they will. Alright, so I want to go grab some manga stuff. Especially, I'm going to grab some manga Lolita stuff. We're going to grab some manga Lolita stuff. I really like the Lolita style. I also like the sweet Lolita style and the gothic Lolita style. I really like the Lolita style, if you can't tell. I would never dress this way, but I find it very visually appealing. Those are some cool hairdos. I'm going to save that. And for this challenge, I might do some, direct copying from reference. It's not going to be sold, so it'll just help me work on new styles, and that's always good to practice things like that, to try things out. And I never know if I'm saying it right. I've heard it called manga. I've heard it called manga. I don't know. I'm not into comic books, but I love the art style. What about manga or manga fashion? Like that. It caught my eye. Thank you so much for watching. You can click to check out another video. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on the newest videos that come out. Please remember to comment below on what you'd like to see next. I want to hear from you because you guys help guide me on where to go.